So we're out here on March 16th digging another hole for another in-ground worm tower. And these are the worms that we found just by digging the hole. Trying to be as careful as we can, because these guys obviously would be damaged by a shovel. These look like all Canadian night crawlers. And there's my hand. You can see how big these worms are. And they were living in our garden. We've been doing organic gardening in this bed. This would be our 3rd year. So this soil is all organic, top dressed with manure and leaves and cardboard through the winter. So obviously the worms liked it, and we're here actually, you know, not deep, like not as deep as you would think for these night crawlers. But we're now giving them a bin into the garden, and we will be putting these into the bin as the first residents. We also found a radicchio that was still hanging on in the garden, buried under the mulch for the winter. So I've just got to keep these guys occupied, put some leaves or something on top of them. So Landon's just putting a shovel full of composty manure into the bottom, so that when the worms go down, they'll find a nice thing to munch on, also attract them to the area. I've been using this fork going through the dirt that we took out to try to see if we missed. I know we did. I know I saw small worms in the dirt, so I know we missed some of them. Oh, guy, don't get stuck in the rim of the, oh, and there's holes in this lid, so I'm trying to keep them all in the circle. Didn't go through? Nope. Another worm? Yep. All right, so then what we do is we fill the bucket with a mixture of manure and maybe some cardboard, and then we top it up with these new inhabitants. And we're also going to take some red wigglers out of my worm systems and put them in as well. So good job, Landon. Come back when I'm adding the worms. Part 2, we put some shredded brown paper and some egg cartons in there. Now the brown paper actually was sitting in teeny, so it has been inoculated with worm castings. It's been in the tower system for a long time. I'm no longer going to put grocery bags in my systems. I just don't find that you know, they dry out too much. So in go the worms onto the top. There we go. There they go. I don't know if I caught that on tape. I think I was balancing and I didn't catch it. Let me move ahead a little bit and zoom in. Try a zoom. So there go the night crawlers. Now they can exit out of the side holes right into their old environment if they so choose, or they can stick around in the composty manure and brown paper. And I left the egg cartons stacked 4 high. So Landon's just adding some water. That not only will wet the brown paper, it'll also kind of send a signal out to any worms that we didn't find when we dug the hole in the area to say, hey, there's manure if you come this way. So anyway, lid goes on. We put a rock on top to keep out the other critters, and that's another worm tower done. It's our 3rd one.